Sounds good. Good luck.
Sounds good. Thanks.
3, 2, 1, go. And off they go in just a sec, and then we'll go ahead and start up. Oh, you leave it open, come back, it says ending. Yeah. I need to get some sort of interactive schedule for the channel below. So, again, today we have, whoa, that's really loud. Today we have ProfPoli. He's playing on Japanese. He's got his music turned off, but we have some nice, lovely sound effects. He's also playing his banjo, and like I said, he's the #1 seed in the tournament, so we'll see how he does. I think his time isn't quite as good as Brandino's, but I'm not sure what splits he's using either. So far it looks like it's pretty close. Polly does have 8 bananas, almost finishing up his first lap of Stardust Alley. Just barely misses the would-be 9th banana, but manages to make it down. And I gotta say, I really love Ad's screen capture. He has the nice phone pointed at the screen, or webcam pointed at the screen. Setup, wowing everybody. Ooh, Polly getting a nasty bonk off the edge there. So he's done most of the course pretty well. Again, he's got the bananas for speed. He's been doing the barrel rolls where he needs to. Kind of chaining the blue balloons together quite a little bit. But that one bonk did cost him a little bit of his crazy lead. Ooh, and a little bit of a bonk there on the ground. But trying to get the ground zippers as best as he can. I'll do my best to kind of chain the music today. Sometimes I forget. Alright, Ad doing his best with his barrel rolls. Ooh. Meanwhile, Polly finishes Stardust, Space Dust Alley. Finishes it about 6 seconds ahead of Ad. So again, this is the first time we've seen Polly in the tournament so far. He's got pretty good balloon routing and banana routing as well. Adwent's capture card. He needs to get those sick donos dropped, you know. Ooh, it looked like Polly waited until the very last second to use his blue balloon, but ended up picking the green balloon by mistake. Excuse me if I'm yawning a little bit during the race here. I had to get up for work at 3 o'clock in the morning, so I've been awake for a little bit long today. Alright, Polly with a pretty good Dark Moon Caverns so far. Ad got the first blue, or not the first blue balloon, but the blue balloon in the big open section just as well. Ooh, just barely missing the zipper on his skid to the right. And he's still sitting at, nice and comfy at 5 bananas, finishing his second lap in a sec. Meanwhile, Polly, 10 bananas, he's moving along. 12 bananas, 13. This is just too much speed, even though it caps at 10, so. He's got that 25% movement speed boost. Ooh, Polly taking the corner a little bit too sharp, ends up crashing into the crater. Ooh, and somehow Ad went all the way around the one zipper. Alright, Polly going into Star City. I'm going to turn up Polly's audio just a little bit. Just so we have some nice sound effects going for you guys. Alright, so currently looking at their timers. Excuse me. Polly's into his first lap of Star City, so is Ad. According to the timers going into the levels, Ad is sitting at a frosty 14 seconds behind Polly, so not too bad right now, but when you get into the later tracks, I mean, 14 seconds is like, you know, almost like a half a lap of Ancient Lake. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be yawning the whole time, because, like, if I was just sitting here, like, you know, not doing anything, the yawning wouldn't be so bad. But because I'm talking and I always have my mouth open, I always have, like, that extra incentive to yawn. So, it's gonna be really hard to hide. Maybe every time I feel like I have a yawn coming on, I should just, like, reach for a drink of water. Or something like that. Alright, I really like Polly's movement through Star City. This is going to be something that's going to probably put him a little bit ahead of Ad. Polly's swerving through the city was really nice to watch, because not only was he doing it fast, but he wasn't bumping into anything as he went. Ad's actually doing it really well too. He keeps hitting the last zipper in the wrong direction, so he ends up bonking on the opposite wall a few too many times than he would like to, but I mean, it just goes to show their leads. Like I said, they were 14 seconds before, but now Polly's lead is 29 seconds, so he did save a bunch of time on Ad. And Ad is playing on English instead of Japanese, so he's not going to have the option to do this out of bounds that Polly's doing. I think the only other time we saw this out of bounds in the tournament, the players have inbounced, so it's nice seeing this trick used to its full potential. And this is definitely going to put Polly way ahead of Ad. This trick saves a lot of time. Yeah, what was a 30-second lead turned into quite a bit more now that Polly's pretty much almost finishing the course and Ad still has almost a full lap to go. I couldn't tell if Polly got stuck on the arrows a little bit. So yeah, there we go. Ooh, Ad trying to do one more barrel roll, but ends up crashing into the wall. Alright, time for Polly to start up Boulder Canyon. Hopefully he won't get toyed around with the logs. We've seen a lot of shenanigans in Boulder Canyon recently. Or in the tournament, I guess, not so much recently. Ooh, oh wow. Ad went through the ring zipper, got shot down by one of the lasers. Got shot down by one of the lasers, and then like got his boost after he like finished taking his damage. Ooh, Polly almost getting all the bananas, but oh well, there were two down there anyway, so. Polly finishing his first lap of Boulder Canyon with 11 bananas. He's moving at max speed. Well, until that happens. Like I said, the hovercraft movement is just something. So yeah, it looks like Polly saved about 25 seconds on Ad in Spaceport Alpha. It's amazing what those shorter laps can do for you. Ooh, wow. I thought that tree was gonna stop Polly. He like did a boost into the tree with the balloon and then just like immediately just twanged through it. Meanwhile, Ad, he's finishing his first lap of Boulder Canyon with only 5 bananas, not quite the same as Polly. He's missing a few of the blue balloons too, so it looks like overall Polly is slowly losing a little bit of time in each of his levels. I mean, gaining time over Ad in each of his levels. I was trying to think, like, what do I mean? What do I mean here? Alright, Ad almost onto his last lap of Greenwood, or not Greenwood Village, Boulder Canyon. I'm trying to watch both runners at the same time, and I keep confusing their levels. Ooh, that's Polly's second time missing that blue balloon. Gets the slow drive up the hill there. Meanwhile, Ad finishing the last corner of Boulder Canyon. Polly with excellent drifts into all the zippers, going right at the end into his final lap. I don't know why I thought he was on his last lap. Oh, and it looks like he actually gets the blue balloon this time, so we get a nice quick zip up the hill. Just very narrowly missing the one zipper at the beginning of Greenwood Village, like the main Greenwood Village area. I know the whole stage is Greenwood area, but it's like the village. Polly's in the Windmill Plains. I verily doubt he will go for the out of bounds. I think the only person we've seen do that is Mooseman so far. And we could still see him do it in the future. Ooh, Polly gets the zipper that's on the ground there. I think that's the first time we've seen zipper into zipper underneath the windmill. Polly doesn't get the zipper, but ends up getting some of the bananas instead. And I think he just, like, clipped through one of those bananas, too. So Polly looks like he's having a pretty good Windmill Plains. Not too much to say about it. Just get the bananas, get the zippers. I think this is one of the cleaner Windmill Plains we've seen, to be honest. Done with Greenwood Village. He's going to be joining Polly in Windmill Plains right now. Ooh, I think he got saved by hitting the ground there. Polly looked like he might have bonked on like the top of the wooden frame there to go into the hole, but he managed to make it around the side. Polly opting not to go for the zipper, which is interesting. Oh, that's a heavy bonk right there. But still in the lead by quite a bit, almost a full course ahead. And this is going to be a fast one for Polly as well. Haunted Woods is a very short course, so you kind of just like collect all your bananas, you know, hit the zippers, and just make it through. I don't think there's any blue balloons in this course, so you just kind of have to make it through with just raw speed. And I mean, he's already up to 8 bananas already, so, or 9 bananas. Takes a bit of a bonk on the end of the course by the zipper. Ooh, and Ad does a somersault. Taking a few too many lessons from Peppy. Although Peppy says, you know, try a somersault and do a barrel roll. Ooh, that was a really nice zipper chain from Polly. We don't see too many of those in Haunted Woods. Uh-oh. What's going on? That's definitely my internet. Okay, there we go. It's like, uh-oh, what's going on here? Looks like there was a frame droppage happening. There we go. I just had to pause and unpause ad for a sec. Alright, Polly starting Everfrost Peak. A stage that, from the runners who have commentated in the tournament, they've said high-level Everfrost Peak is definitely a sight to behold, where runners can start the race and don't need to press the A button. Ooh, that was a nice zipper chain from Ad, too. He's definitely putting in some work here. It's like Polly not getting the top balloon to up his banana count. Yeah, it's really interesting the route that players take to get the bananas versus like speed. So it's like, you know, sacrifice a little bit of speed, you know, in the first lap, just so you get like a permanent speed boost to have like faster laps for the rest of the race. I guess it all comes down to like a science. Alright, Ad finished with his Dragon Forest Trophy race. He only has a couple more to go. Well, same with Polly, who's a track ahead of him. But yeah, Ad just starting Everfrost Peak, whereas Polly just finished it. Hey, Trident Tail. Alright, Polly starting up Walrus Cove. Hey, Boone. Ooh, that was a nasty spill from Ad, having to go all the way down there. Sailing past TT. Who's the faster racer now? Yeah, this is looking like a little bit of a rough Everfrost Peak for Ad. Meanwhile, Polly just cruising through Walrus Cove, going around the loop-a-dee-loop. Excuse me, I got something else taking my attention away from the race. How dare I? Alright. Boone. Ad doing something that I really hate doing is where you kind of use a boost to like hit a zipper sideways, and that kind of like makes you freeze in place and then kind of turn in the direction you're going and then go. Just like losing all of your speed and then going in a different direction always like just kills me. Walrus Cove is such a short track. Oh my goodness, what happened to Ad? He like did a barrel roll and it shot him across to like the other side of the course. Whew. Ooh, Polly being forced to take the outer layer after doing some bounces on the ice. A little bit too ferocious of a boost, dropping his oil slick right at the very end of the track. Now he's moving on to Snowball Valley. Choosing not to use his missile to end the life of Conker and Diddy Kong ahead of him. Giving himself the rareware edge. Right, Polly finishing with 8 bananas. Ad finishing his first lap of Walrus Cove, only 3 bananas on him, so he's still a little slow boy. At least we got both of them repping Banjo again this race. And I think Claire played Tip-Tup and 7 Hornet played Tip-Tup, and Claire is unfortunately out of the tournament now, but 7 Hornet will probably be racing real soon. Alright, and there we go. Polly done yet another track, only one left to go in his Snowflake Mountain trophy race. Wow! It looked like Polly went through all the bananas that were over there. Managed to collect the 3 there. Ooh, managed to get all the bananas around the corner without kind of bonking into the wall. You love to see that. And then he'll round out the rest of his bananas right here. There's his 10. Now all Polly has to do is worry about, you know, going as fast as possible. Ooh. Oh man, I really like that turn and boost at the same time. Polly has the need for speed. Alright, meanwhile, on Ad's side, he's going into Snowball Valley. Doesn't quite get the boost going into the Snowball Valley, but instead gets the shield to protect him against the rolling snowballs. Polly with a very nice looking Frosty Village. And he is out of there. Alright, time for Polly to start with Whale Bay. Of course, every game has to have a terrible water level. And in my opinion, it's these. I'm sorry, hovercraft lovers. Not that the car levels are bad. I don't mind the car levels. Alright, Polly with 5 bananas in Whale Bay. That seems like enough for him. Ooh, misses the balloon, just barely bumps out of its way. So I remember Polly saying, before the race started, he said in Discord before he's saying, yeah, I'm ready for my race. He said this game is pretty hard on the hands. I never really thought about it before, but I guess the entire run your hands are always moving. I mean, with the hovercraft, you're always going back and forth, and then, you know, you're always constantly tapping the A button. You basically have, like, never an idle moment until you're, you know, trying to hit max speed kind of thing. Alright, well, we entirely missed the Whale Bay track, but maybe we can catch it when Ad goes through it. Ooh, that was a rough mine hit on Ad. Woo! Polly getting launched. I was like, oh, he missed the balloon, but I didn't see he hung onto the balloon. He's also getting a lot of air on that jump. I wonder if that has to do with holding the control stick in a direction to kind of like tilt your vehicle down. I never really thought about doing that, or even if that's a thing, but it's cool to see anyway. Alright, Polly starting his final lap. Meanwhile, Ad starting up on Whale Bay. No. Alright. Ooh, Polly out of Whale Bay. Or not Whale Bay, out of Pirate Lagoon. I don't know why I just like suddenly couldn't remember what the track was called. It's Whale Crescent Treasure Lagoon. nice, cool 6 bananas. 7, almost 8, but not quite. Go get one of the bananas here at the end of the like cave section that he missed on his first lap through. Alright, Polly getting his 9th banana. Ooh, and a bonk going around the corner. Not making the YOLO turn. I don't even know if it's like super optimal to go through that like middle area right at the very end of the stage. Just because I guess you have to go through it like just such a certain angle. And then you have to like ultra brake. Ooh, Polly made the same mistake 2 laps in a row. But he's out of there. Alright, instead of Treasure Caves, I'm going to play Crescent Island, since we never got to hear it. I think I like the Crescent Island music more than I do the Treasure Caves. Playing Crescent Island, even though one racer is on the track before it and one racer is on the track after it. And Polly might actually finish Treasure Caves before Ad finishes Pirate's Lagoon. Treasure Caves is a much shorter level than Pirate's Lagoon. The car just tends to be that way. It's gonna be a nail biter for sure. Woo! Yeah, Polly just zipping through Treasure Caves. That was a very quick Treasure Caves. Alright, so Polly's done with his 3rd trophy. 4th trophy. Only 1 left to go. He's got to do the Dino Domain. Ooh, just missed the zipper. Polly with the honks. Oh, he missed it again! Polly not having a good luck with that zipper on the Ancient Lake. Alright. I haven't seen too much of what Ad's been doing on Crescent Island here, but he's making his way through. Polly with a nice chill 8 bananas going around. Ad finishing up the level with 9 bananas. At least he got them all. Alright, he's going to be moving on to Treasure Caves now. Hopefully a nice quick Treasure Caves like we previously saw from ProfPoli. Polly choosing not to get the blue balloon on that last lap. Just kind of going straight through the middle. Alright, Polly just ending up on his last little bit. Oh, he doesn't get the blue balloon there either, but this time he is going around. It almost looked like he waited to see what balloon Bumper was going to get. I feel like he could have gone up there a little bit faster, but then just kind of chose to stick behind just so he didn't like accidentally get screwed out of a balloon. I think I'm gonna swap over to Jungle Falls music here, just because I like this music so much. Alrighty. Ad doing really well on his splits. He's a minute 4 ahead of his splits, which is pretty good. And Polly's a minute 28 behind his splits. I'm not sure what Polly's comparing against though. It might be his TT times, because I think he had split times set up before the race, but they were like from Ancient Lake to Spaceport Alpha. And then because Ad was doing it this way, he decided to swap over. Alright. Polly entering his final stage. Nice hot top volcano with a nice quick out of bounds. Very quick out of bounds. So he's going to be following his arrows here. Hopefully not inbouncing like we've seen in the tournament before. Alright, Ad finished up with Ancient Lake, just has a few more to go. Final lap, we got one last lap to go. I'm not sure if this is a better time than we saw out of Brandino from the beginning of the tournament. I might have to check that out because I think this is pretty close. Alright, Polly taking the last couple zippers straight to the finish line, and bam, he's finishing with a 31. Well, it's a 31:43, but my timer's a little bit delayed because I had to delay them just a little bit. So let's go ahead and pull Polly in here. GG, Polly.
GG.
GG. You had a very, very, very clean-looking treasure caves. I think that's the first time in the tournament we've seen someone with like such a nice line go through the very center there with the boost.
Yeah, the last lap was pretty good there.
Yeah. Whoa, I gotta mute your audio, otherwise I'm gonna hear myself talking twice. Yeah. Ad is just finishing up Fossil Canyon here. And
Alrighty.
I just wanted to see what Brandino's time was in his first race, because I think that your guys' times would be pretty close.
Yeah, just looking at the bracket, I know Brandino is another DKR runner, and Mooseman is the other contender that I'm worried about.
Yeah. Yeah, Mooseman, Mooseman has made the point to go for windmill planes out of bounds every opportunity he can, so
I see.
yeah.
We'll see if I can break him of that habit at least.
Yeah, I think if he was up against a super serious opponent, he might not go for it. But he's been doing it at least one lap
Yeah.
all the time.
It's worth a shot. I mean, it's a hard trick though.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what Brandino's time was on his first race. You finished with a 31:43.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah, I think it looks like his time finishing the first race was like a 31:18 or something like that. So yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I missed a
guys
couple
match it up.
boosts. I had a couple bonks, but you know,
Yeah.
it really wasn't too bad. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, you definitely did have a lot of really clean courses, and one thing that I really liked was a lot of the banana routing that you did throughout the races as well. We've been seeing all sorts of levels of DKR players throughout the tournament, so seeing kind of the levels of, okay, route this banana, skip that balloon, do this kind of, lose time now, save time later kind of thing.
Yeah, it's always interesting, like the first lap in Diddy Kong Racing time trials, because that's when you're trying to get all the bananas. So
Yeah. Alright, Ad just starting his Hot Top Volcano, and he's on pace for a pretty spicy PB. He's currently 54 seconds ahead of his own PB here.
Let's go.
Yeah. So hopefully he saves a little more time on this level as well. Possible time save 2 seconds? Well, you never know.
I don't think it matters too much, but I turned off TT and drumstick in my cheats section before my run.
Oh, you turned them off?
Yeah.
I don't know if that would affect it so much, just because it doesn't add to the number of racers in the race, does it?
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's a random pool of them. I don't think it's always.
I know
drumstick.
drumstick is out, but I don't know if TT is always in or always out.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to tell when there's like 7 other racers and there's only 9 other characters in the game, so
Yeah.
The pool is fairly large.
Yeah, all I know is I did get shot immediately on Space Dust Alley
Yeah.
by one of the AIs, so that's one of those obnoxious things. So,
Yeah.
you know, there's a little bit of variance, I'm sure.
All right, GG Ad finishes with a time of 35:51. Again, my timer is delayed a little bit because there was some frame dropping right in the middle, so I had to pause Ad for a couple seconds just to sync you guys back up. Congratulations on your PB, Ad.
GG.
Yeah.
Yeah, GG. A lot of bonks here on there.
I only somersaulted once this time.
Yeah, I was busy commenting on something that Polly was doing at the time, and I looked back over to see you just do the somersault, and I was like, oh no. Yeah, it was I think the most hilarious thing I saw in the race is something that I remember happening to me a lot was Ad, when you were in Spaceport Alpha, I think it was on your last lap or your second to last lap, you kind of went through the ring zipper like at the same time you got shot by one of the lasers.
Oh yeah.
So you like tumbled down onto the ground, and then after that animation was over, you like immediately boosted.
Yeah.
I thought that looked pretty funny.